I'm going to discuss with you today 4 key ways to unlock your self confidence and boost your self worth. I myself, for many years, I was an extreme introvert. Couldn't look people in the eyes. I would walk down the other side of the street if I saw you coming. I like to be in the background, not the main person or the main focus. Clearly, that's changed. And so that's what I want to discuss with you, how you can unlock your self-confidence the same way. So let's start with number one. That would be no one's opinion matters about how you do you. We tend to lock ourselves in this box, be small, never let ourselves blossom or become the person we were meant to be because we are afraid of other people's opinions. Let me ask you this. Are we going to never fulfill our own dreams because we care about what somebody else thinks or what somebody else might say or if somebody else might make fun of you? Are we actually going to do that to ourselves? Never unlock the potential within us because we're afraid of other people's opinions? I mean, you have to start trusting your own opinion more than you care about what anybody else may think or say about you. Because in the long run, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when you come to the end of your life and you're thinking back over your life about the things that you didn't do because of what people might have said or thought, does that even matter anymore? You're going to really regret that you never allowed yourself to become everything that you can become because you were too afraid of what other people might say. So we have to master the art, as Gary Vee would say, not giving a flying fig, because I don't talk the way Gary Vee talks, but I think you know where I'm going with that. We cannot care what other people think. It does not matter. Number two, we don't have any self-integrity. And what do I mean by that? We have for so long not kept our commitments to ourselves or our promises to ourselves or the things that we said that we were going to do, that we no longer trust ourselves. And then the more that we do that, the more we start to create this package of low self-worth, because we know we're not going to keep our commitments to ourselves. So because we keep doing that, then we don't even try to achieve goals anymore because we have never achieved them before. So we no longer try. We have created an identity of somebody who's always failed and is going to continue to fail. Or we have made mistakes, so we don't want to try again. Or things have been done to us. So all of these things create a package of how we see ourselves and our identity. What do we have to do to flip that script? Well, we have to create proof. So instead of this negative proof that we've been creating, what we do is we create positive experiences. What do? How do we do that? Well, we have to commit to a stretch goal, something that puts us way out of our comfort zone. Now, I'm sure all of you can think of a time where you have done just that. You did something that was way out of your comfort zone, and when you did that, you felt so good about yourself. You had achieved something. It boosted your self-worth almost immediately because you had done something so out there compared to how you usually behave, not your usual behavior. So it really, makes you feel better about yourself. Well, you have to commit to consistently do that. You set this stretch goal, you achieve it. You commit to being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. This is how you boost your self-worth. You commit to hard things. You achieve the hard things. You are creating this proof that, look, this is actually my identity. This is who I can be. I am crafting this identity. and this is who I am, not these bad past experiences. Now, I've talked about this also in my previous video that I did called something along the lines of unlocking your mindset that's blocking your wealth. I'll have that down in the comments if you want to go look about how to reframe your past experiences so that you can use that as a springboard to your wealth. That'll be down in the comments. And then thirdly, what you want to do is you have to realize it's not a competition. What do we do? What are some of the things that we do, especially as women? We compare our looks to somebody else. You know, these makeup artists who skillfully paint themselves or use great filters or great lighting or surgery, you know, all of the above. We're not created to look like anybody else. We're not created to be like anyone else. How boring would that be? We are created to be different, each one of us, on purpose. God did that on purpose. He needs each one of us to be who we were created to be. We need to commit to being the best. I need to commit to being the best me I can be. You need to commit to being the best you that you can be, and not compare yourself to somebody else. The other thing that we tend to do is we will compare ourselves to people who are much, much farther along in their journey than we have. They've crafted their skill sets, they've crafted their delivery, they've crafted the way they speak, they've had years of experience, and now they have now they're very gifted in what they do. But it's because they have done the work, they put the work in. And we cannot compare our journey to somebody else's journey. We have to how we compare, the only thing we can compare ourselves is to ourselves. Did we get better today than we were yesterday? We only compare against ourselves, and we get better each and every day. That is our yardstick, and we have to keep our eyes on ourselves. One of the ways that we can do this is limit social media, because that can be soul-sucking. You know, if we're out there comparing ourselves to other people or listening to comments that people make, you know, that can be one helpful way to shut that door. That comparison trap is by limiting our social media exposure. And then finally, ultimately, we just have to do it. We have to commit to do the uncomfortable things. We have to stretch, and we have to do it afraid. Because I guarantee you, most of us that are battling with self-confidence issues, a lot of it is fear-based. So we just have to commit to doing it afraid. Our self-confidence is literally in our own hands. It's not an external thing, it is an internal thing. We are in charge, we are in control in how we increase what we think of ourselves. Nobody else, not out there, it's all in here, and we have to do it ourselves. So stop caring what other people think. Establish proof by setting out these stretch uncomfortable goals and committing to achieving them. It's not a competition except for against you, getting better every single day, and ultimately just do it.